Love and peace. Today I wanted to speak in regards to the higher and lower self. All there is raw energy force. The planets embodied raw forces, and the zodiac houses act as filters of those raw forces. The figurative descriptions that are assigned to the zodiac signs are personifications applied to these raw forces in regards to the four elements. You got push and pull. You got fire and air, earth and water, negative, positive. It's also how you govern yourself within with situations. You can treat them and act bad with it or good with it. I wanted to go over the tools for the workshop of the mind that's utilized for the workshop are for building character and for bending or directing inherent inclinations. Those symbolic tools, which is the compass and square, the axe, the hammer, the plane, the chisel, the line, the plummet, the saw, the ladder. I would like to give an excerpt from the Lost Years of Jesus. This is from chapter 5 of the Holy Quran, divinely prepared by Noble Drew Ali. One day as he was bringing forth the tools for work, he said, "These tools remind me of the ones we handle in the workshop of the mind, where things were made of thought and where we build up character. We use the square to measure all our lines, to straighten out the crooked places of the way, and make the corners of our conduct square." These are words from Jesus in the Adept Chambers. We use the compass to draw circles around our passions and desire to keep them in the bounds of righteousness. And that's in regards to the yod, or the circle with the dot in the middle, the perfection of man. We use the axe to cut away the knotty, useless, and ungainly parts and make the character symmetrical. We use the hammer to drive home the truth and pound it until it is a part of every part. We use the plane to smooth the rough, uneven surfaces of joint and block and board that go to build the temple for the truth, which comes to heart Solomon or Salam, which is the temple within, peace within, man. And then the ladder with its trinity of steps, faith, hope, and love. On it we climb up to the dome of purity of life. And on the 12-step ladder, we ascend until we reach the pinnacle of which life is spent to build the temple of perfected man. I heard a man speaking from the Scottish Rite who was speaking about the higher self and lower self. He said it's only mentioned once within their literature. As well, he said the Blue Lodge and the York Rite don't even teach about higher self or lower self. It doesn't speak about it per se. I thought it was very important to take heed to the importance of knowing higher self and lower self within, not just what happens in so-called heaven is in the spirit as well, because it makes you look at heaven as a far-off land, but heaven is within, hell is within, higher self is within, lower self's within. Just like what they call the Star of David, with the triangle facing up, the triangle facing down, that's higher self, lower self within. The devil is a myth. He dandles on his knees both youth and age, because God is within and the devil is within us. That's the last place you would ever look for God or the devil, is within. But looking physically up to heaven when you're praying, that should let you know where you are physically in the carnal flesh, because you are the fall of man. However, we are a potent seed of Allah, therefore we are born sinless. And it is how you govern yourself again with higher self or lower self that's going to be either perfected or you're going to be doomed. The lower self has been referred to as the devil. Is the devil made in the image and likeness of Allah? No, he is the shadow of our lower self and will pass away. What is the devil sometimes called? The lower self. How many selves are there? 2. Name them. Higher self and lower self. What is the higher self? The higher self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right. What does the lower self breed? Hatred, slander, lewdness, murders, theft, and everything that harms. Man is mind. The holy breath is truth, and that which was and is and evermore shall be, it cannot change nor pass away. Again, truth cannot change nor pass away. Another excerpt from the Chambers. Lama said, "You answer well. Now what is man?" And Jesus said, "Man is the truth and falsehood strangely mixed." Man is the breath made flesh. So truth and falsehood are conjoined in him, and they strive and not goes down. And man as truth abides. As I spoke of the triangle facing up, or the triangle facing down, which again also is the yod or the yod, because it is the angle of light that causes the shadow, which is the lower self. Trines are created when planets are 120 degrees apart, 4 signs apart. Trines always consist of some element, either fire, water, earth, or air, and they consist of one of each quality. One is cardinal, one is fixed, and one is mutable. The triangle is representative of the Trinity or triune principles, the harmonies of life, and is representative of each of us as we are and come from a Trinity. Thus it is the symbol of civilization, as in the pyramids and the great seal of civilization. When we join with another person, Trinity, we join the forces of positive and negative, male and female, and we create another person, Trinity of sun, moon, rising. This symbol has been called the Hex Alpha, Star of David, and represents as above, so below. Thus, the symbol of law, astronomy, the compass and square, encapsulates the same. I leave you in love and peace. Islam, Islam, Islam. Shalom, shalom, shalom.